Hi, welcome to this kind of icky January edition of Best Friends. We're so glad that you took the time to be with us. We're finishing up with a terrific holiday season. Our Santa Paws event was fantastic. We had a great time, and thanks to everybody that participated, as usual. I think this is the 22nd year that we've done that. And it continues to be a great event. Stick with me. We've got some great cats to talk to you about. And today we have ferrets and all kinds of neat guys that are available for adoption. This cat is currently occupying a significant corner of my office. She came to us with the name Bobo, which I think is just, oh dear, it probably fit her well as a kitten. Now she has far too much dignity. So I call her Miss Bobo. Adds a little, regal touch there. Anyway, she is a terrific cat. She is awfully large. And it isn't that she's fat, really. She's just a very, very big cat. And then added to that is this wonderful heavy coat. And when you put it all together, it's just great. She hadn't been brushed very well, and so she had a lot of mats when she first came to us. But those are gone now. And she's just a delightful person. She has lovely white paws, and she is very comfortable with dogs. My own two really obnoxious corgis don't bother her a bit. She's not crazy about other cats. She is declawed, which is one of the other reasons she's in my office, and she is spayed, and so bearing that in mind, she is an older kitty. She's about 7 or 8 years old, but what a terrific find. She's just a very adaptable, comfortable cat to be around. Isn't one to demand that she sit on your lap constantly, but still, she's very friendly. Loves to be brushed, just loves it. There you go, Bobo. This adorable little guy is one of my favorite cats in the shelter right now. He is a flame point, medium hair, has a coat like freshly poured milk, and has a personality that absolutely sparks. He came to us with nasty ear mites that were having rowdy parties in his ear, and it has taken us quite a while to get those cleared up, but now they are, and he is just one of the funniest, most loving kittens that you're ever going to meet. He's only about 4 months old, and just a perfect kitten. I was astounded that he wasn't adopted before Christmas. But I figure this kitty and a Christmas tree would be a really bad combination. Although I'm sure he would have an absolute party, right? If you would like to meet Fluffy, he'll turn around and say hi to you in a minute here. Fluffy is kind of huge. He's nearly as big as Miss Bobo, and yet he has no white on him. This kitty will sit still for you to brush him for as long as you're willing to brush him. Yes, I know. Anyway, very handsome guy, and I think would make a terrific cat in almost any household. He is solid enough that probably he would be perfectly comfortable in a household with small children. He's a very heavy cat, but he is indeed just a great find. This is a true Marmalade Tabby. I don't see them very often. That coat is just absolutely gorgeous. It's a feline sunset. Anyway, he came to us in incredible condition, and I don't know whether from where I'm standing whether this was an owner release or whether he was a stray, but either way, whatever family that was is missing a terrific guy. And he has a lot of confidence. I don't know if this kitty would do as well with very young children in the family, but he certainly would do well with anybody like 7 years and up. And he is a little on the shy side, but then again, I think he's been through a bit just recently, and that's certainly forgivable and will change in time. Clearly loves attention. Isn't so much big on being held per se, but loves being petted, which is common in a lot of cats. But that color, oh my goodness, that is just spectacular. He is a beautiful cat. Here we have another little orange tabby, neutered male. At least I think he's neutered. Yep. Yes, he is. This kitty's family, well, he was supposed to move to Peru, kind of like Paddington Bear in reverse. He is, instead, his family had to move to Peru. They could not take the cat, which is not generally the way we come by animals, but still, it's a pattern that we do see. And he has had definitely the best of everything. He is fastidiously litter box trained and is accustomed to using a hooded litter box with the flap door, which is nice because if you do choose to get one, then sometimes you have to train the cat to go through that door, and he already knows how that works. And he has a lovely personality. He is quite the purrer. He's very adventurous, as you would expect, coming from a family moving to Peru. And he is also an extremely attractive orange tabby. Maybe he doesn't have the sunset marmalade coat that you saw in the other cat, but just the same, he has all of those wonderful orange tabby characteristics. He is very easy to love. This is a medium-haired silver, solid silver. Looks actually a lot like a Russian blue. He is a beautiful, beautiful cat. Very loving and just an excellent choice. He came from a family with children. And while he's a little bit uncomfortable in situations he doesn't understand, like a camera pointing directly at him, he still is very willing to sit here with me. And you can see his ears twitching. A little stressed there, but not horrendously. Excellent choice. Great little cat. Probably needs a quieter home. But I can't tell you anything about him that would be necessarily negative. He's just a nice, nice guy. This is our first brown tabby today, who has had an incident. We don't know exactly with what, but she has a burn scar, at least we think it's a burn scar, right in the center of her head. A good bit of the hair is growing back from whatever that trauma was. There may be a very small snippet that doesn't ever grow back quite, but you know, those are just kind of barnacles of life, and it will hardly be recognizable in a short period of time. It will be grown over with hair, but she is a lovable, wonderful, snuggly, purring kitty cat. Just a great choice for a family cat or for a single person. She's just as nice as she can be. She has a medium length coat. It's in quite good condition. It does need brushing, but she really likes being brushed. And brushing is an interaction that can bond a human and a cat very effectively. So not such a bad thing at all. And she is the medium length hair. While people are often more attracted to short-haired cats, this length of hair is really as easy or easier to deal with because it's very soft and it rolls up with just a damp cloth, whereas the shorter hair is a little more difficult because it kind of embeds in upholstery and fabric. While we are waiting for our next group of animals to appear, I was going to point out to you that if you have a special occasion coming up, we have cards that we do ourselves. These are shelter pets, and they are these are pictures that were taken by volunteer photographers, and we just wanted you to know that they are available. So if you need a card, stop by and look. And is this a basket of hairy snakes? No, not really. It's a basket of ferrets. We named them all Weasley in honor of Harry Potter, and we have Ron Weasley and Fred and George Weasley and Jennifer Weasley. And as you can see, these are some wonderfully socialized ferrets. They are just a hoot. They are so much fun, and they are in excellent health, and they are just as sweet as a ferret can be. I love ferrets. They are so adventurous and so much fun. And a ferret can make you laugh when nothing can make you laugh. How could you not laugh at a face and paws like that? You are too cute. They are a little stinky, but ferrets come that way. They're a weasel. People often think that they're rodents. Silly people. They are weasels, and they have a family named Mustelidae, which means musk. And yeah, although they usually have their scent glands removed, there is some residual odor. Fortunately, most ferrets really enjoy baths, and so that's handy. You can keep your ferret odor down, and there is nothing sacred with a ferret in the house. They are everywhere. You do have to ferret-proof your house. When you bring a ferret home, they don't jump, but they do climb, and they will definitely uproot plants and do that sort of thing. You don't want to mix ferrets with rodents. That will be a disaster for the rodent. But beyond that, these guys make terrific pets. Stay with us and go visit the dogs. It's a little cold and gray outside today, but that's all right. We're in Washington. Well, here we are outside on our gray January day with a black January dog. This is Samson. Samson is 7 months old. He's at this point intact, but he won't be for long. Probably an Aussie lab mix or maybe a Border Collie lab mix. Definitely has the distinctive coloring on the merling on his paws, and oh, we dropped a crumb. Oh no, that will never do. Very food oriented, as you can see, which is a very good thing. This is going to be a high energy dog. You're going to want a fenced yard. You're going to want training. He is going to be a great dog, probably with children, except for the fact that he's going to go through puppyhood and adolescence first, and in order to get there, he may not be good with kids. You're going to have some expectations that include the fact that he is at least half herding breed, and I know is going to be prey driven. These guys, if he has a strong herding breed heritage, tend to move children around, follow them. If they run, they'll chase, and sometimes will nip because that's what their genetics have them do. So those are behaviors you'd want to watch for. I don't think it's going to be a serious problem with this dog. I think that this dog is probably just about as close to a terrific family dog as anybody is going to see. It seems to get along well with other dogs. I don't know about cats, but clearly a very affectionate dog. A good choice for a family. Yes, don't you think? I know, it's just so sweet. I'm stressing him to the max here by hugging him that way, and he doesn't seem to mind a bit. So that says good kid dog to me. This is Mocha. Mocha, as you can see, is a purebred boxer. Mocha needs to go to a home where there are absolutely no cats and probably no small dogs. Definitely needs a fenced yard. Mocha came to us as a stray, but had kind of an odd, patchy past, and nobody has come to claim her, and I don't quite understand why, because she is, as boxers go, a lovely dog. If you are a boxer fan, then you know what the characteristics are that make them either a wonderful pet or one that's miserable to live with because you don't understand what to expect from them. She is a high energy dog, but she is also a very forgiving dog. And I think with training and some consistency and given the right kind of environment, she would be a terrific pet. She is a nice girl. Yes, she is. She came to us and then became ill from a surgery that she had had before she came to us. And so we've spent some time getting her well. And I really think any family I was raised by a boxer named Colonel Sandcrab. And so I do have an affinity for these guys. But goodness. This would be a terrific find for somebody who really wants a boxer. This is Poppy. Poppy is a youngster. She is a Patterdale Terrier, which is something like a rat terrier, but it's a separate and unique type, and lab mix, so she's a little bigger than a normal Patterdale, considerably smaller than a lab. Has a very high energy level, has to have secure confinement wherever it is that she goes, because she's going to bounce over most anything. She does get along well with other dogs, although she will drive them crazy, so you don't want her with a dog that is particularly dominant. And, sweet. I would not pair her with a family that has cats. Typically, the Patterdales are kind of cat, no, I won't say hostile, but they like them way too much. Kind of cat dangerous. So, would not do that. Would not put her in a family with very small children because she will flatten them. Older kids, I think she would be great with, particularly if the family has a high enough energy level that they love to go biking or running. She needs to be on leash. They're not famous for remembering to come back, although after a while I'm sure she will. It's just a matter of training and learning how to live inside a family structure. But Poppy is a great girl. As you can see, she loves human contact. She bonds very easily, and she is very well adjusted, or possibly brainless. Hard to know. She just came in today, and normally you don't see this very, excited and happy affect in a dog that's just come in from its own residence into a shelter setting. But she seems to be very pleased to be here. I'm very pleased to meet her. I have had my face washed better than I have done it in years, I'm sure. Goodness. Anyway, a very good choice. We call this guy Daddy Dog. He didn't come to us with a name. He came to us with a lady dog who had had puppies, though, and he is an intact male. So putting two and two together is not exactly difficult. Anyway, Daddy Dog has a wonderful personality. He's a little bit shy. The people who had found him quite some time ago, but he was a stray at that point. Clearly lab. I know, yes, did I get that right? Maybe something else going on there, hard to know what. I would make a bet on Border Collie or Australian Shepherd, or maybe even Heeler, but just is a very biddable, wanting to please you kind of guy. Not a very high energy level, but very strong. And so fenced yard until he absolutely is certain where home is. You don't want to put this dog on a tether. That will not be a good experience either for you or the dog. He won't understand it. He is, I think, probably a very trusting dog. You are going to have to bring your family down to meet him before you consider how he would get along with everyone. Really, the female that he's with, excuse me, are you looking for a crumb? Did you get it? Oh, good. The female that he came in with, he is very bonded to. It would be better if you took them as a pair, because even though he is very bonded to her, he is also very comfortable with people. And so it's not an exclusive kind of thing at all. It's just that he and she have been together and do have kind of an emotional dependence on each other. And while that can be broken and probably not cause a great deal of permanent damage, why would you want to? Very handsome boy, probably about 3. This, remember I was telling you about Daddy Dog, and this is his Ladylove. She is Also probably lab, maybe border collie. She has a finer head, finer build. I don't think that's just because of the fact that she's female. I think it's also probably genetics. She is a lovely dog, trusting and gentle and yet confident. I think she's going to train beautifully. You know, for some reason, people avoid adopting black dogs, and I don't know why, because they often have a sturdier immune system, and in this particular case, they are just as wonderful a pet as you could possibly hope for. Smart. This particular pair, I don't mean all black dogs, but this particular dog is very bright, very loving, very willing to bond, and just a great opportunity for a family dog. And if you get the two dogs at one time, then you also have a better arrangement if you have to work, because they have companionship that comes built in. So it's a good idea. She has had puppies recently. Of course, that will reabsorb and everything will be back to the way it was very soon. But for a single family or a single person, this would be an ideal kind of arrangement. Both of these dogs are active and healthy and perfectly happy to be with each other while mom or dad are gone. And so just a really good choice. And I think a very pretty dog. Yes, you're very lovely. Yes, you are. Thanks so much for sticking with us during this gloomy January day. We're so happy to have had you here. Remember that if you live in Thurston County, if you get your pet licensed, as you are supposed to do, you'll get a great break on your rabies immunization for your dog or cat during the coming year. And that's a program we're very happy to be able to help with, thanks to a bequest from the Eleanor Weston estate that was made to us. So remember to license and come back to see us.